All right. Hello and welcome. I'm going to mirror you because now your sign is pointing the right direction. Yours is actually a lot more readable than mine is. Well, I guess not. It's only whenever it flashes a certain color.
What can I
I
say?
hear
I'm
if
a
we put
fan.
more light over there, it might stand out better.
Right.
But
Exactly.
that's not for this video.
Oh,
um, so I don't know who's watching or if you guys watched last time, but we were working on the Flynn's arcade sign from TRON, and that is what we're going to continue today.
yep. 100%.
We got to finish the S, put the lines in for the light, and then kind of separate it for the laser. And hopefully this will just take about the hour or so. Could be even be less. I don't know, but I don't. We were just talking about this, but I don't have my new laser yet. At least not the one I need, because the big laser won't cut the clear acrylic.
Right.
So once I get that laser, hopefully by next week, could even be this week, but well, we'll continue once we know that. So well, let's just get started, I guess.
Sounds good.
So I don't think there's too much to do on the S. It's looks like I need to bring down the middle section here because of how far that one comes down.
Right.
But yeah, other than that, it's not too bad. Oh, that's still a font. Okay. I need to make it into
Good evening, Leo.
hello, Leo. How's it going? Okay. Why is this? Why is this not giving me the option here? Close path. Objective path. There we go. Okay. It was still a text character, but now I have the dots.
Oh, yeah. There they are. Good deal.
So I'm just going to move that up a bit. Um, grab a couple of these.
It's weird. So I have this thing in full screen, and I still gotta squint at the screen to see exactly the minute movements you're making with
Yeah,
with respect to the S.
it's definitely uh, what shall we say, a younger man's game, Oops, why did we select you? So that one can go. And that one can go. And this S is a lot better. There's a couple things to play with here.
Yeah, Leo. Tron Uprising clearly didn't get a lot of love from the WDC. So it's really up to like almost like, I don't know, fans of the franchise to like keep using word of mouth to spread, hey, did you know that there's a television series based on the films, takes place between the first film and the second film, and you could almost say that it takes place between the second and the third film, and it's really important to see Tron before he becomes Resner. Since we're in a Tron kind of Tron vibe right now.
Yes, sir. Oh, this needs to come up quite a bit.
And I do think Uprising was a really well made television program, albeit it's targeted at young adults and teens, but it's still, by and large, they did good with what they did. So I'm happy with it, absolutely. And if you ever get the opportunity, Leo, I highly recommend coming out to Magic Kingdom and trying Tron Light Cycle Run for yourself. It's a pretty epic attraction if you're a fan of the franchise.
Yeah, I'm still a little bummed I didn't get to try it.
It'll happen sooner
Yeah.
or later, but more sooner than later. So it'll happen. Just gives you more reason to come back. That's all.
Right. Okay. So I think that looks good.
Oh, yeah.
So I was debating whether to make these lines with how messed up they are looking, or at least keep the you know, the hand drawn concept like of it.
Right. Well, that's something you want to ask yourself. Do you want it to look sterile or do you want it to look like the hand of man was on it? I think you definitely want to make it look like the hand of man as opposed to the hand of machine, if you will.
Right, which is funny because it's such a technical movie, but this is the real world object type.
Right. But this is real world, so it makes sense.
What am I looking at here?
And also, given the limitations of then neon lighting technology, it makes sense. Totally makes sense. Like if you've watched other science fiction that prominently feature neon in it, that stuff looks all jacked out.
Oh, I know.
And I think it's supposed to.
Well, yeah, I guess so, but it just seems like if I were making this light, like why wouldn't I have this light come up to here? It just weird looking to me, but
Maybe that's something. Maybe that's something. If we ever get our hands on Steven Lisberger, maybe we could ask him
sure.
because I don't. I think the production designer who worked on the original, I think she passed on, but
Hmm.
I know Lisberger's still very much with us.
Oh yeah, because he was just at the 4K release.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna do this, and pretty sure I can just do a line. In fact, let me try this. I think I kind of messed up with these because I made them into an object. But let's see. I believe I can, because this one's closed, I can offset it a bit.
Oh, the Wonder Whiz Wheel of Death. I love that.
Hmm. It's not even that big of a graphic, but that's just this app. The funny thing with Vector, it's all math. And it's already
I
done the
believe it.
calculations, so I have no idea what the hell it's doing.
Trying to figure things out.
But it's already there. It's already figured it out. Now it just has to fill it in.
Mm.
Did we crash it? I don't understand what's going on.
Sure hope not.
Why don't I see these lines up here?
Oh, you mean the double lines?
Yeah, this should be up here too.
Mm.
Is it
I
like
don't know, man.
these guides affecting that? Shouldn't.
I wouldn't think they would because clearly the single lines aren't because you can see how it's the original is mounted on that arch above the entrance to the arcade, right? Like in the shot from the film. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's why the brick is like has that curvature to it.
Oh, yeah, right. But I mean, these lines are connected to this one, so why
Yes, of course. Why aren't they
see if
double lined?
I gotta see if this is yeah, we fucking crashed it.
The Wonder was the Wheel of Death. This is the Arbiter.
All right, here we go. Force quit. It should pop back.
Autosave.
It should. Yes, recover. It's weird when I'll show you when it recovers. It like doesn't recognize the canvas size that we had going on. I think we had 20. Oops. Oh. We still had the O. The S is fixed. Where guidelines? Clear the ones that are there. And now I'm going to overwrite. What the fuck? Why am I not seeing it? Should put it on the desktop for now. I know you probably couldn't see that, but
No, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I have an idea of what's happening right now. I mean,
well, I was
there's so
just
much.
saving it. So
Right.
okay, so there's our wall. Try this one more time. Yeah, see, now it's doing all the lines. It's like those guides were affecting it.
Holy smoke! There they are.
Weird, huh?
Deal. Yeah. I did have a question about the double line. So, is the laser actually going to cut the double line into the background of the sign when it's ready to go onto the laser?
I can see I messed up a bit.
A little bit.
A little off. So there's two different kinds of cuts.
Mm-hmm.
Or well, type of lines, I guess. Three. You have a cut line, which will go all the way through. You have the score line. The score is like the cut, so it'll actually do the outline.
Right.
But it won't go all the way through. It's just a scoring, it's just deep enough to make it look like a line. And then you have an engrave. And an engrave will do everything between the lines.
Yes.
So the reason for making this separate is to not get a hairline, but to get an actual section of mortar on the bricks, right?
Right.
Now I can make it more powerful and it might make it look bigger, but I think this would be better if it had actual lines.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I think I'm going to leave it for now, and I'm just thinking, um, because the focus of this should be Flynn's and not the bricks.
Right.
Although it will be in the background, I want to see how it will look with just the lines first. I think that makes a um, for a better option just to see first. How you doing, Rianne? Because if I went ahead and changed it now and I saved it, and then I will have to try to smush that back together, and it's not as easy.
Right.
Um, anyway, so I'm going to leave them how it is for now, and let's. What happened to our graphic? That's what this was. It didn't save our graphic.
You're talking about the photograph, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I have it here, I think. Well, I have it inside our thumbnail from the thing. It's
Right.
the same graphic. I don't know why it didn't save it.
Here's a completely off the wall question. Are your dogs also very active during full moons?
I don't know, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't know if I ever paid attention to that.
Right. Well, because my dog was weird earlier, but now she's passed out. So, and that moon's bright as pitch outside. So, I mean, you can definitely see it.
Yeah. Well, clearly they're a bit active right now.
Right. I can hear her.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to have to align one letter at a time. But I think it should be a little bit smaller. A little more. It's like it's still crooked a bit. A little more. Well, that's all right, Rand. Take your time, do what you got to do, and we'll be here. So the whole good thing about having videos is they're always there. Appreciate you watching anytime. Okay, so I think that's good. I'm gonna lock that. Remove the bricks for now. All right, so I'm gonna make lines for now, because
Right.
again, we can just make them bigger if we need to. Let's change that to I guess that's right. A little different color than gray. I can't
So
tell.
right now you're actually turning them orange.
Yeah, just the line color.
Right. I mean, from the yellow that we see, well, the bright yellow that we see now, right?
Yeah, you can see it a little better.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So what I can't
I
tell is
mean,
if
I
this one.
presume that's what you're doing. You're turning them orange, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can change the color later. I'm just trying to make something stand out. I can't tell if this is connected, but I don't think it is because it looks like it comes up here. And then this one comes. Oh, looks like there's another one in there. Okay.
Well,
So,
yeah. So yeah, then you have that. Yeah, that's the one. I'm doing a Shaz and point at my screen.
right.
At the bottom part of the end, you have that almost isosceles triangle going on there. Very at the bottom right of the first column of the end, and then coming down the first slant. Yes, of which you're all over right now. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then this one actually does connect. I'll have to put a bend in that. And that's going to this one. Ooh.
No, Rand, just remember that if you are, in fact, going for the express purpose of experiencing the paranormal, as Alex says, the best time to do that is right towards close. That's when the spirits, if you will, are particularly active. Wow, almost sound like a like a ghetto Paul Frees. It's outstanding.
That's like a dream come true for you.
Indeed, indeed. I would have so loved to have hung out with Paul Frees. That would have been the best.
Okay, I think that looks good.
Oh yeah, it looks great. Excellent.
Yeah. These ones I can't really make out.
Walt's booth is the first booth, lower level on the right,
Yes.
adjacent to the stage. Oh no, Leo, not at all. I don't hunt them. I just observe them in their natural habitat. There's no hunting involved at all.
Okay. That's all within that one.
Yep.
So I'm going to grab all of these.
And replicate them onto the second end.
No,
You're welcome.
I'm just going to grab that and label it as an N. Lock it in place. That didn't take very much time. I don't know if this one's exactly the same. It might be, might not be. Actually, well, maybe kind of is. This one looks like it connects here, though. This one doesn't.
Right.
And then this one goes around just like that. Maybe this one did connect in. I don't know. Yeah, see, that one didn't connect. Maybe that one doesn't either. It just looks like there's more around it. Because this would go here. Unless it actually does connect and then just kind of bent and went back down. Like it's not straight, it kind of went folded and it folded on itself. It's weird too how some of these are so dim. Like they're
Yes.
fading out or whatever. All right, maybe I will copy it then. So we just duplicate. Actually, lock that one. It is slightly different because the lines aren't even lining up. See, this one's like, it's not even a straight line. God damn it. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to do it.
You gonna leave it like it is?
No, I'm deleting them.
Oh.
Because it's this app, and when they're inside folders, it makes it so much harder to edit.
I understand.
So sometimes it's just easier just to start from scratch.
Well, like you said, it doesn't take that long.
Yeah. Maybe I will go with this one. This one looks like it almost does the same kind of thing. This one's like off the letter. Just gonna bring it in a little bit. You guys are typing in the chat and you're being quiet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're just talking about the paranormal.
Yeah.
There, to lead on what y'all were talking about on Saturday.
So I do know. Alex told me he's gonna make standalone video of more stories or some of the same stories.
Oh, like volume 2.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right.
He wanted one for his channel. So you guys should go subscribe over to Alex's Historian if you're not already.
Oh my God! If you're not already subscribed, you should be. You want some G16 classified secret Disney stuff nobody knows about in the wider realm of Disney fandom. Alex is your person. He knows it all and is not afraid to reveal it. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Jason and I can both tell you stories about back right before the pandemic when Alex premiered the infamous Walt's apartment video. Wow. That was some crazy times.
Wow.
Yes, exactly. But that Walt's apartment video was something else, man. So cool. And also for my paranormal lovers out there, it included paranormal experiences. So for all my naysayers out there who think that he's cryogenically preserved somewhere, clearly this is not the case.
Nope.
Yes. I'm trying to remember now that you got me, Rayanne, you got me thinking about it. I don't remember if he took it down or he put it back up. I know that if you look real hard, you can find it. But man, that video is controversial.
He's
People
been putting all his videos back up. So
people got 9 shades of butthurt over that one.
People get butthurt all the time.
Especially now. I mean, and we're talking like pre-pandemic butthurt. I mean, you had to be a special kind of rube to get butthurt before the pandemic. You know what I mean?
Fucking fantastic program here. Tina, you are okay. Oh, here we go. Ow, dog. You don't need to jump on my lap like this. Ow, Zena. She's hanging onto my leg for no. Ow. Hi. Ow. Oh. Okay. Thank you. Why can I not select this? It's supposed to turn black. Select that one. So dumb. Jesus Christ. All right. I don't know what's going on.
Is that what you're trying to do right now? Is like wrangle that
I am
curve
just trying
line
to select this
into the
fucking one.
V?
There we go.
Right.
It's because it was on underneath something else. Doesn't make any sense
Layers.
at all.
Got it.
Layers should not affect things like that. That is why there's layers. Here, let me move that one to the top too. By the way, these are both supposed to come in at the same time, and it's not doing that.
Like you said, it's layered, right?
It's stupid.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make... I don't know why you're disappearing. All right, so now you just disappeared on me. Thank you. Oh, now there's two of them there. Okay. Didn't even do that. Great. These ones just have a little more round
Right.
characteristics on it, so... All right. That didn't take forever.
No, not at all.
Group that. This one I want to stretch up a little bit. Great.
So the L is done, right?
Yep.
So now you're going to work on the F, I presume.
Yeah. I should try to stretch it or something, but it take too much time to line it up. I can figure it out. Actually, oh, I can do that. Okay, cool. Somehow those lost the orange color. I'm sure I'll have to come back and straighten those up. Should maybe do it now.
Well, I'm guessing that Rayanne and Leo took off.
You still got 2 people watching.
Yeah, it was nice for them to show up. See, I only see one person watching, but I think that's me. But hey, it's all good.
Oh, well, it still shows 2.
Sweet.
It's all right. I know it's not exactly the best
Glamorous life.
watching.
Experience.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, frankly, I think it is cool. Oh, I'm sorry. It's all good, Brienne. I'm not being critical. It's all good. Trust me. Last thing I'm going to be is critical of anybody. I'm glad that you're looking through his list. He's got several hundred, if not 1,000 or more. So yeah, I totally get it. No, but it's actually really cool to watch how this comes together step by step by step, and how it's all integrated into the whole sign when it's ready to go. It's pretty cool stuff.
I like doing it.
And frankly speaking, this is literally the whole reason for the name of the channel. This is literally the signs of amusement part.
Yep.
You are making a sign of amusement. Literally.
This is so hard to do when it's so messed up.
Well, you're trying to like get it to where
I think it should be.
approximate like distance and spacing and length.
Yeah, I totally did not do that one correctly. Take one at a time and fix it.
Oh, because of the curves?
Yeah, I just, kind of hard to judge things. See, now both sides want to
blow out.
and I don't want it to.
Right. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm glad that your sanity remains intact for whatever it's worth. Sanity can never be overvalued. That I know from personal experience.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm glad we can help in
Help and
any little
yeah.
fair amount that we can.
Because if anything, we're all about having fun here at SOA. I'm
Yep,
absolutely. What's the point of doing anything if you're not having fun doing it?
exactly.
Lord knows, if WJI would let me, I'd have no problem cutting a hole in that mountain, going in there, and literally putting that Yeti up on a crane in a mount and leaving him suspended there while we rebuilt that base. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a blast. Just to
Wouldn't
have
it?
the Yeti back full functioning.
That would be so cool.
I'm all about relatives of Harold doing what they do best, and that's scare the bejeebers out of the guests. Oh yeah, of course. Because I genuinely believe, and I might be the minority here, that Harold and Disco Yeti are related. They are family. I don't know exactly what relationship, but they are definitely family.
I think it makes sense, right?
Yeah, of course, because they're both abominable and they're both snow people. And besides, I didn't know that abominable snow people existed in Switzerland. But hey, I'm always apt to learn new things.
I think I need to pull this. Because some of these get a little close and this one gets farther away. So
Are you trying to make them equidistant?
I'm just going by looks like some are closer
Right,
times
right.
than others. So I'll leave that one.
I don't know if Dellen's got time for that kind of shenanigans. Maybe. And yet Dallin has done the iceberg theory videos, and they're all right. But he should have an interest since he's such a big fan of the adventure explorers. You know, what?
Yeah.
And it's actually pretty cool about it. Remember when we went to the Jungle Navigation Company when we was at the
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom? Right. That was pretty cool that they had brought over like the props, some of the props and some of the decor from the Adventurers Club there at Old Pleasure Island and installed it in the restaurant, particularly the library section of the map room.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool
When
that
I
they
walked
did
back
that.
there, I was like, oh, yeah, I recognize that, all that stuff.
Right. In fact, I was just telling my spouse this evening, Rayanne, because we were watching HBO Max, and we got it. We don't got it so good. We got to have the ads on it anyway. So you got Dwayne Johnson there talking about his tequila every other commercial, and I'm looking at the commercial. I said, Dwayne, would be really fun is you'd make another Walt Disney movie for us. Now I know what he could do. Now that we're talking about Yetis and stuff, he could do a Matterhorn film or an Expedition Everest film. And he could do that whole Society of Adventure, Explorers and Adventurers or Adventures and Explorers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From, more or less a sequel to the Jungle Cruise. You know what I mean? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So if anybody out there from the company is listening, that's what we want. We want Dwayne Johnson in a Jungle Cruise sequel. Not to do with Jungle Cruise, but to do with Yetis and mountains and stuff. Bobsleds. Yeah, that'd be cool. And it'd be a lot more entertaining than watching tequila videos. Oh, thanks, Leo. Appreciate it. A lot more entertaining. I'll tell you that right now.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
I mean, I get it. Like, okay, you literally got hand hammered copper kettles that you use to distill your tequila in. Hey, that's awesome. That's great. Dwayne, we want you back in a movie. Come on now. Yes, absolutely, Rayon. Had the people mover not stopped its operation, it would have been naturally grandfathered. Well, it was grandfathered in 1990 when ADA was adopted because it existed way back in 1967. So had it not stopped, had it, the rocket rods replaced it, had it kept going to this very day, there would be no need for any of that stuff because it'd be grandfathered under the law. So there it is. Now, Steamboat Steve, Expedition Steve, lovely channel member that he is, has a wonderful anecdote about being evacuated off the People Mover on an elevated section of the roadway surface and how they did it. So maybe Friday or something we can get Steamboat to talk about it, his experience in detail. Now, let's talk about funny evacuation stories for a minute, everybody, because we're up to this point. So let's see. We're going to dial the Wayback Machine back to, I don't know, 1985. How about that, right? So there I was, all of 13, 14 years old, and my kid brother and I were on Adventure Through Inner Space. And last year it was open before they were going to turn it into Star Tours. Now, I love this attraction a lot. And the reason I love it is because of the voice of Disneyland himself, naturally, even back then. Point being is there we were minding our business, getting shrunk to the size of a molecule, when all of a sudden, a little smoke pops, and all of a sudden this loud voice, not Paul Frees, comes on and says, "We're experiencing technical difficulties. We need to stop the attraction, and you all need to come with us." Now, because it's so darn dark, how do you get out? How do you do it? Well, turns out they got floodlights in that show building, and those floodlights are louder, they're brighter than the light of 1,000 suns. And so they kick those things on, and all of a sudden, magic ruined, evaporated. You know what I mean? Evaporated like a big old head of steam it was. And I did not know this, but literally we were not more than half a meter off the floor of the show building itself, the portion of the attraction that we were in. So literally, the cast member yanks open the Omni Mover, motions to my kid brother and I to follow him, and next thing you know, there's a Congo line of guests, and we're all snaking our way back to the exit. Now, this exit in particular is the one, if you look at the show building if you look at Tomorrowland show building south as seen from the front of Tomorrowland, i.e. you're looking into Tomorrowland and you see show building south, just to the right of that you have this staircase with this door that comes off literally like maybe 3 feet from the roof line. And that's where we evacuated from the ride. And we evacuated to where else? None other than the Plaza Inn. That's right. And thus ends my evacuation story on Adventures Through Inner Space. Magic ruined. But it's cool. It's for a good cause. Clearly, smoke inhalation is not fun for anybody.
No,
particularly like all that like styrofoam in there. Like, oh, I don't know. Wouldn't be a good thing. Because they use a lot of styrofoam to make those snowflake effects. Especially the big ones. I hope I answered your question, Ray. And if I didn't, sorry. I just gonna go off on my own spin. But Steamboat Steve can hook you up with evacuation stories off the People Mover. He's done it. I haven't. It's all good. However, I thought Jason and I might have to get evacuated off the one at Magic Kingdom the other day. Because that Joker stopped, what, 2 or 3 times when we were on it, right?
Yeah, I did. I think there was just a lot of people with wheelchairs and stuff.
You're talking about like disabled access people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw when we exited, like there was just a whole group of them lined out there, and we had to like walk around them.
Oh yeah. I remember that. So you thought the patrons at the Blue Bayou were like, I don't know, audio animatronics or actors or something? That's cool in and by itself.
Huh.
That's one of the best scenes of the whole ride is the sailing right by the Blue Bayou.
By the way, if you've never eaten there, you should.
Oh no, 100%. That is definitely something to do for every Disneyland fan before they pass on. 100%. I agree. Oh, Steve will talk about it. I know that because he's kind of hinted at it. He hasn't given us the full Monty, so to speak, on the evacuation story, but we know it exists, and we know he'll share it. That's what we know. I don't know how good he'll share it, but he'll share it.
He shared it a while ago, so I'm pretty sure he'll talk about it again.
I mean, I can talk about the haunted mansion evacuation story, but I'll save that for another time. That one's kind of trippy because I got all sorts of dirty because I slipped and fell. And yeah, there's mummy dust all over that Joker. I'm not gonna lie. At least in California. I can't answer for Florida because I ain't been evacuated off in Florida yet. But in California, there's mummy dust all over that Joker. All I gotta say is this: if you like going on the Haunted Mansion in California, guests, friends, I highly recommend you do not wear the color white. Just in case. Just in case. Steak, shrimp, and gumbo. Indeed. Now, Leo, here's a question for you. So, you remember, have you ever had the Monte Cristo sandwich at the Blue Bayou? This is a very specific question about that. Because if you have, and you've had it in the past, and then you've had it recently, I'd love to know what you observed about the difference between the old Monte Cristo sandwich and the present Monte Cristo sandwich. Because I got some things I'd like to say about that. You like the Monte Cristo, right, Jason?
Yep, that's one of my favorites.
Do you when you partake of a Monte Cristo sandwich, do you actually use the included grape jelly in the ramekin?
No,
Stainless steel ramekin. You do not.
no. I love grape jelly, just not on that.
Okay, that's fair.
That's
Some
just
people
me.
do. Some people do. Some people do. Ah, and you answered my question, Leo. Thank you very much. See, it's not a Mandela effect, friends. No, that Monte Cristo sandwich back in the day, and when I mean back in the day, I'm talking the 1980s. That thing was big enough to feed a horse. No lie. Like you could eat a Monte Cristo sandwich and be satisfied all day long. Today, However, it is a different story, as my friend Leo has recently stated in the chat. Good evening, Leo. Or, yeah, I'm sorry. Good evening, Manny. My mistake. Uncanny Manny. That's right.
Ooh. All right. I'm just going to fix this F a little bit, and I
Right.
think we're almost done there.
Sweet. Rayanne, you know, one of these times we should get you on the show. Matter of fact, Jason, we ought to do a show about evacuations, an evacuation special.
Yeah.
And
If we
get
have
as
enough
many
stories.
people as we can on here to tell their stories of evacuation from various attractions. That would be cool. Because where else are you going to get this kind of entertainment? Honestly, you're not. That's where. So we could be first with this. Thank you, Manny. Or yes, absolutely. It's good to see you, Manny. I'm glad you're here this evening. But seriously, we ought to do an evacuation special. Then we can get Rayanne on to talk about the submarine evacuation.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would be that'd be a special insight itself. The breakfast one that is half a waffle. It's not even worth it. I couldn't agree more. Normally, when you say breakfast, when I think of breakfast, I think you're actually breaking a fast. Hence, break fast, right? Anyway, I'm the kind of guy that enjoys a big breakfast. Jason can attest to this because I will eat an entire Denny double burger with fries, and I'll inhale it as a whale inhales air. It's just my thing when we go to Denny's. What can I say?
Nothing wrong with that.
Been to like I was telling Jason when we were there. I've been on Denny's in 4 continents. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And yeah, I will always get the Denny double burger with cheese and regular fries, by the way. Anyway, really, Manny, you have never ever been evacuated. Wow,
That's
luck
great.
of the Irish. That's pretty good.
I've been evacuated quite a few times. I don't remember everything, but I know
Yeah.
I was evacuated from Pirates and Splash. There was something not that long ago. I don't know if I remember.
Well, Rayanne, that depends on what you want to see, because clearly, when you're evacuated, like I was saying, magic ruined. You're going to see it all at this point. So it just depends on, I guess, what you really want to see. I mean, most of us have seen the interior of Space Mountain as it's all lit up for maintenance.
Oh, I wasn't evacuated from there, but I did have to get pushed to reset
You
the
had to be
thing.
you had to be recovered, right?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I know there are some attractions that are more hairier than others in the evacuation sequence. Example, Skyliner at Walt Disney World, kind of hairy because they gotta bring up the basket to you, and you have yourself a Reedy Creek professional firefighter up in the basket, and they're actually like coaching you how to leave the gondola into the basket. And then once they get everybody in the basket platform, then they lower the platform to street level to where you can all get out of the basket and you're done. That's kind of hairy. And I imagine the Skyway back in the day was kind of hairy too because of the heights.
I don't think I never got evacuated from those.
Oh no, of course. Every time I was on the Skyway, it always worked flawlessly. In my experience, Rihanna, I find that young children take evacuation pretty well. They keep their head, provided everybody's acting calm and collected. They normally take it. They normally take it in stride. It's pretty good. So, from what I've witnessed so far, back halls of the building. Leo, I've never even thought about the back halls of the building of rise of resistance. Because that thing's just so massive. So Jason's just wrapping up the fine lines on the sign right now, which are, as you know, Leo or Manny, you know that these are to simulate the neon, which is on the sign.
All right. I do think this one.
What scene did you get evacuated from Pirates on, Jason?
Just before the burning. So
before
when
the
you go
town's on fire?
under the tunnel and you can see the flames above you, or whatever.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So there's like the guy with the hats. His feet are between the boat and the dock or whatever. Or
Right.
not dock,
Mm-hmm.
ground. You can literally walk up those stairs and go out that exit.
Oh, okay. And where do you exit? Like what part of the park?
Behind it is behind the show building. And you walk
Oh,
around.
okay. Oh, so you're just surrounded by a bunch of green foliage, so to speak, and the go away green of the show building.
Yeah, and like um like with maintenance stuff and everything,
Of
that's all
course.
kind of there.
Like golf carts and stuff,
Yeah,
electric utility vehicles. Right.
stuff you don't normally see.
Like that piece of junk forklift.
All right. I think I'm good.
Sweet.
This line maybe too close. Well, that's kind of how they all are, though.
Yep.
I'll just push it in a tiny bit. All right. So I mean, we already kind of have the layers. So we have the yellow with the brick lines on it. We got to add the bottom here, which I don't know what it will be yet because I have to measure, the base.
Right.
And so I know that's 7 inches, but this isn't in inches right now. So I need to scale it down and figure that out. But I'm going to wait until I have the actual laser, just to make sure everything's accurate. So that will have the extra little part on it. I think I can probably just stretch out the bricks a bit
Ah,
so they're going over everything. We should be fine on that. And then, so we'll put with that. So, actually, no, the bricks, sorry. The bricks are not with the glass, they're with the background.
right.
And that's what this piece is. So, just to change the color, because it helps if I'm not locked. So there's your brick line.
Yep.
Here's our neon, which kind of make it maybe a little yellow. And then you have the orange lines in there.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to do a gray brick, or you're
No, I'm
going
gonna
to
paint it red, but I'm just
Okay.
representing. I guess we can color it. So
I mean, you don't have to. Just
this should be.
But yeah, it looks really tight.
Something-ish.
Yeah. Cool.
And these are, I'm gonna kind of make more just like a wood color. So I guess that's more orange now. Maybe come over here. Like a maple-ish.
Ah,
And then yeah, you just can't see the orange because it's just a thin line.
right. But when it's cut, when it's etched or scored,
Yeah, well,
that's when it's really going to pop out.
the other thing is, and I'm just gonna duplicate. I'll lock these down. Make them one shape, and then I'm gonna save.
Yes.
Let's see if this crashes it.
Ooh, I hope not. But you did save, so.
I did save. It shouldn't crash. I'm going to do this all the time.
But see, now we're on camera in front of the whole universe.
Yeah, exactly.
So it tends to get a little moody.
This line right here could be a little more round, but there is a clear separation.
Right.
Same as this. I don't know why this is taking so long. Oops. Something like that, but with a bright light
Yep.
on it.
Yes.
Looks pretty good, I think.
Absolutely. Pops.
I could move this one up a tiny bit, but it's kind of hard to look at the S. I'm gonna have to
Right.
find one. Maybe I can find off the side because it's the ones I've always found are the F and the S are rounded. So
Mhm.
unless somebody happened to go off to the side and take a photo, you don't really know what this side and this side actually look like.
Right.
I'm gonna save that again because I can probably use that. And then I suppose we can try to beef up the brick. I'm gonna duplicate it though. Where is it? Offset. Okay, it is doing all of it. But this one doesn't need to be as much. Maybe 25. Let's see if this crashes. Oh wow, I didn't even know it was that late. It took
Yes.
longer than I thought. But as soon as this goes, we'll call it a night. And then if I get my laser, like I said, obviously I got to play with it to learn it a bit. But
Right.
hopefully next week or the week after, depending on when I get it. So if it's not, if I don't get it this week, then we'll have to think of something else for next week. Maybe
Right.
Steve has something.
Of course, Manny. Of course.
I mean, if he's, in all reality, he's getting the other sign, not this one.
He is. He is getting a golden horseshoe sign. Indeed.
I think this might be crashing. I'm not sure. I just saved it though before it. So
Yes. Yes, you did.
again, this is just math. This is what programs do. Shouldn't take this long.
Maybe Clue's upset about you making.
All right. Well, we'll just leave it here for a second. See what happens. Going to a different program, you can see the cursor change.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, like I said, hopefully that'll save. I'm just gonna let it run. But we're gonna call it a night for now. Like I said, figure out what we're gonna do next week, depending on when I get the other laser. Literally gonna get forklift into my garage because that's how big it is.
Awesome.
Anyway, so yeah, thank you guys for joining us again. Isn't there a steep slope outside? What are you
The
talking
Pirates of the Caribbean.
about? A steep slope. It's been a while. I thought we walked downstairs a bit, but if you're talking like just like the ground, kind of like it is out front, how it used to be out front, I think there's a little blacktop you can walk down coming off to the side. That's been probably 15 years since that happened. So
Oh, doggone, that's been a while.
yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, thank you guys for joining us. Be sure, if you haven't already, liked and subscribed. We are, of course, still doing our road to try to get to 1K. We are at 630 something right now. What did I say? 630?
Well, you said 628.
No, I think it's at 630 right now.
Okay, 630 on the nose, right?
I just put it in here in the chat. 630, yeah.
Excellent.
So we're getting there. At this rate that we are going, we may hit 700 by the end of the year. Should be kind of cool. It's not 1,000, but you know, that's how it goes. But we'll have another. Oh, you know what? We didn't do on Saturday. We were supposed to draw another winner because we didn't hear from the other guy.
I guess we're going to be doing that either next Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, maybe I'll draw one now. Well, not now, but like tomorrow or something off air, and then announce it on Saturday.
Sounds
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, Manny 631. Okay.
Even better.
If you guys haven't yet subscribed to everybody that's on our friends list, because I know nobody at the time anyway had subscribed to the Leaving Today podcast. They're really good friends of ours. They have excellent content. They just only do 1 or 2 videos a month because they have a audio podcast, and the other one they do on the video is just like a, it's kind of like our Saturday podcast. So, but we're on there quite often, either in the chats or on air. Lewis is on there.
Oh yeah.
I was on their show on the audio podcast a couple times way back before I even started this channel. And in fact, we share this streaming platform with them. So you guys should go subscribe to them. Remember, go to soundsamusement.com/winrocket. And I think that's what it is. Or it's the haha.signswinrocket. I can't remember which is which. I'll put the link in here after we're done. But yeah, go subscribe to them to give you an extra chance. Share with your friends and family. And you need to subscribe to them. Yeah, do it. Like I said, it's just an extra chance. And whenever this guy gets his channel going, it'll be another chance. Maybe just in time before 1,000.
Maybe.
Anyway, we'll see you again. Oh, look, it did it.
Yes.
I gotta, let's see, where is it at? Here, make this off-white as well. There you go. Now it's actually bricks,
Yes.
which I will of course, weather mine. Oh, that's also on top. I know it's not. It's just bleeding through because that is not solid. There you go. I'm going to save that again. All right. That took forever. I don't know why, but at least it did it. All right. Yep. Take care, Leanne. We'll see you guys later.